COVID-19 has affected many lives. Me and my sister over here, we are both college students, and one of the ways that's affected our life is I'm supposed to graduate May 8th, 2020, but the ceremony was canceled. So there will be no ceremony, but there will be an online ceremony, so just, it's all right. And another one is jobs. I had certain jobs set up dealing with my degree, but those jobs were canceled. So, it sucks that I was basically internships set up and they were canceled, but God is still there and will be blessed in different ways. Another way it's affected our life is schoolwork is now online, and there's a lot of schoolwork. Professors are trying to make sure you still get your knowledge worth for your degree, so they have to put a certain number of hours in and everything like that. So it's been a lot of schoolwork, just trying to get through it and everything. And our lifestyle has been a lot different. Been inside a lot, trying to get work done and everything like that, but sleep hours been all over the place. But it's been difficult.
There's also an aura of uncertainty that everyone is having to deal with right now, because we don't know what classes are going to be like next year. And it makes it really hard to finish the classes you have now when you have no clue what your schedule is going to be like next year. Definitely, these are a lot of difficulties that I've had to juggle. I'm hoping that as we all learn more, colleges will be able to better plan out what they're going to do, because right now it doesn't really seem like that's the case.
Hi, my name is Jordan Johnson. I attend Old Dominion University here in Virginia. I am a bio major, and I'm here to talk about student life before and after the pandemic. So before the pandemic, I was just a regular college student. I went to work, I attended classes, I participated in extracurricular activities while I was there, and everything was pretty much simple. When the pandemic struck, I remember being on spring break and getting a series of emails from the school saying that they were extending spring break while they figured out what to do to combat the pandemic and how we were going to continue classes. So they ended up extending spring break, and after they extended it, then I got a series of emails telling us that we would not be returning to face-to-face classes and everything would be virtual. The switch from face-to-face to virtual wasn't too hard on me. I had already taken 2 online classes before, so it wasn't really a big deal for me. I do have a couple of other friends who did have those struggles, and I myself tried to get them some tips, as well as the faculty and professors who were also struggling with this transition. A lot of professors and faculty didn't make it hard on us because they knew it was a sudden switch. Graduating in the fall during the pandemic, it's really an interesting experience. Like, they told us that we would have our graduation ceremony, but even so now, that's still up in the air because of the numbers of cases that are increasing and just the whole stigma around the pandemic. So graduating in this era is really something of a learning experience, and something that we can teach ourselves and the generations after us what to do, what not to do. And even though I feel like it's a burden on me, I think down the line it's going to help us out more.
So how's the pandemic affected you?
I mean, it hasn't really affected me that much, but I hate how, like, I can't really see anybody, like any of my friends, and I can't, like, be in school and around people, so.
Well, in regards to school, did you like remote learning, or do you?
I liked it, but I hated how I couldn't really talk to any of my teachers and, like, ask a lot of questions, and if I did, it would take them, like, years to get back to me.
Yeah, I can imagine that being frustrating. How did you deal with that? Did you get help from home?
Sometimes, because my mom used to be a teacher, so she, like, helped me with some of it.
Oh, that's
But
good.
it was really hard sometimes because I couldn't just ask my teachers and immediately get a response. I had to wait like an hour or two to get a response. So it was very frustrating, but I got through it.
So, how has the pandemic affected you personally? And
I haven't been able to see my family a lot. My friends haven't been able to go places that I've wanted to, like restaurants and, spend time with family.
what about school? How do you like remote learning?
I don't like it at all. I'd rather be in school. It's harder remote learning because somebody's not physically teaching you. It's all a computer, so it's harder, and you have to email your teachers, and it takes long for them to email back, so it is stressful.
So you want to go back to school, right?
Yeah.
Well, what about Hershot? How is this session different from last year? Obviously, we're not meeting.
I don't know. I like it. I like it like this. It's been nice having an activity to do while quarantined.
So what are your hopes for the future?
That the coronavirus has ended and we could go back to being normal.
What's normal?
Socializing with others and not wearing masks.
Hello, my name is Romina Buso, 16 years old, and I'm going to be a junior this upcoming school year. Now I know the pandemic has affected us all drastically, and it's had its ups and downs for people. It's given time for people to reflect on themselves and catch up with life, but it's also taking the lives of many. And in LA, it's just getting worse. I just found out that I'm not gonna go back to school my junior year because of how people aren't following the rules. They're going out instead of staying in when they're not supposed to be going out. They're not wearing masks. They feel like they're immune to this disease, this virus. They feel like they're not gonna catch it, that it's all propaganda. Well, who knows? It is, maybe it's not, but we should still take precautions and follow the rules that are given to us because it is affecting us badly. Now, people aren't honestly social distancing. I see a lot of people on social media hanging out with their friends, and they should just really take precautions. Personally, it's affected me by me not being able to go back to school. My church closing for some time, not being able to hang out with my friends, and sports. I do play soccer. I'm a soccer player, and I was hoping on trying out for my school team this year. I don't know if that's going to be possible. Maybe I'm only going to play soccer for 1 year. 12th grade, if things ever get better, hopefully. And my soccer practices have been canceled due to this recent 4th of July. People gathered. They had gatherings and parties, and they didn't follow social distancing in LA, and it just made things worse. I feel like if people were to follow directions right now, everything would be good. We would, death rates and infection rates would have gone down so like low. They wouldn't be as high as they are. I would be able to go back to school. Things would just be better. So if you're somebody that doesn't like to follow directions, doesn't like to go along with social distancing and things that people tell you, just think about how you're affecting somebody. Maybe somebody who immune system isn't as good as younger people, or somebody who has a disease. Think about, like, you could be affecting them, so just don't be ignorant. Yeah.
I'm not fearful because I've never experienced anything like this before. So all I've experienced is school, going outside, having fun. I haven't experienced this, so I don't expect anything. All I expect is it to be over and we go back outside.
How about school? How is it with remote learning?
I don't like online learning.
Why?
I did better with regular learning because teachers are just assigning stuff. They're not really, there's no structure to it. They're just assigning stuff just because there's no structure to it. It doesn't feel like school. It feels like a video game.
Oh.
Where they just throw challenges at you.
Oh, that's interesting. What do you hope for the future? In a couple of sentences. What are your hopes for the future?
I hope that if it doesn't end, then people find a way to live with it regularly and still do things they want to do. Because honestly, for me to be productive and happy, I don't need to go outside that much. All I need is like one time. Honestly, all I need is like 2 times a week. So if I could safely do that, or if this does extend for a long time, if I could safely do that, maybe each week, or some weeks I could stay inside the whole week, but if I could safely do that every now and then that would be fine.
Ooh.